Alrighty, this is going to be part 8 of Tales of Vesperia.
What is that huge thing?
It's the Heracles.
Did Alexei send for it?
That's the Entelikeia Astal. Alexei's still trying to get Apatheia, it seems.
It looked like it got away, though.
Yeah, it looked like it was forced into those ruins.
Those ruins definitely appear to be the Temple Bactian.
I wonder what Alexei's plotting this time. It doesn't matter what Alexei's planning to do.
Right, we're just here to rescue Estelle.
But if we get too close like this, we'll end up like Astal.
Let's land a little bit away from it and approach on the ground.
Alexei!
Jaeger, that useless worm. Can't he even swat a few pesky flies?
Alexei, what have you done to Lady Estellise?
Give Estelle back! Estelle, come on, wake up! Estelle!
No matter.
Yuri! Everyone!
As you can see, the princess's life will fade each time she uses her power. If you care for her, then do not interfere further.
Alexei! You bastard!
Captain, are you okay? Captain!
Sodia? What are you doing here?
After we left, we picked up the Heracles' movements. Prince Yoder dispatched us, saying that you could probably use our help.
That little prince never could mind his own damn business.
Well, what about you and all that pathetic bluster and bravado?
Sorry, but unlike you well-bred aristocrats, I'm not perfect.
Hey, you guys all right?
Huh? What are they...
They came to save us. Apparently Yoder told them to.
Alexei's inside the temple. Let's hurry up after him.
Captain, please come with us and return to His Highness's side at once.
Sodia?
It is difficult for me to say this, but this place is far too dangerous. The one we most need to protect for the sake of the Empire right now is
I know that. I know that, as a knight, that is what I should be doing. I know that all too well.
Then...
But this is something I need to do myself. For Her Highness, and for Alexei. Please, let me go.
But...
Take us there.
It must be pretty damn inconvenient to be a knight, huh?
How can someone like you... How can the captain possibly consider someone like you his friend? Our captain is the ideal to which we all aspire. He's the epitome of an imperial knight. And yet, for some reason when he's with you, he's not himself. Just like this last time.
Whatever. If you're looking for someone to have a heart-to-heart with, go bug Applehead over here. We don't have time to sit around and play guidance counselor for you.
Applehead?
Hello.
That's it! Sodia! No, don't! Sodia!
Listen well, Yuri Lowell. Your very existence is hurting our captain. Stay away from him. She's pretty intense.
All right, now we've done everything we came here to do. We ask that you please take care of the captain.
Platoon, fall out! We must hurry to rejoin the brigade!
Yuri!
Come on, we have to catch up with Flynn.
Right. If she's forced to use her power, then it'll be too late to save her or fix the air.
That bastard! Using her like some kind of tool! He's gonna pay! Come on! Prince Yoder was thoughtful to send his knights to help us. To help us? Don't you mean to help Flynn and Estelle?
Coming here is reckless enough, but sending help is even crazier. Doesn't that little prince understand his own position?
That's the kind of person His Highness is. I'm sure that what's happened has caused him exceptional grief.
Are you referring to Estelle? Or perhaps Alexei?
Both. Let's hurry.
Hey, slow down.
What are you saying? This is no time to be taking it easy.
We don't have any clue where enemies could be lurking, so calm down.
You're right. I apologize. Yuri, you guys are much more level-headed than...
Don't worry about it. We're all in this together here. Hattie, are you okay?
I'm okay. I'm extremely okay. Come on, Estelle's waiting for us. Let's hurry.
Alexei made it sound like Ifrid was one of his men.
It is true that the knights employ guilds on rare occasions, but...
We don't know whether Ifrid worked for him, right? In any case, that conversation's on the back burner for now. Let's go.
You'll be gone soon enough.
The last room looked like this too.
All these rooms look the same. I wonder if they're all like this.
I'm gonna go check out what's ahead.
Repeat.
I've heard that this kind of construction is intended to humble visitors. So this must be the approach to the shrine.
We don't really have time to be dawdling.
It's okay, relax.
As we thought, the rooms all look the same from here on out. Repeat's sense of smell doesn't seem to be working too well either.
I see. We can't afford to get lost in here.
Here, use these. Let's make a map as we go.
You're always so well prepared.
Carol, can you do this?
Yeah, I'm good with maps. Leave it to me. We'll be in a lot of trouble if you mess up, you know. Don't say that. Come on, everything will be fine. Probably.
You'll be gone soon enough.
Suppose this wasn't.
Get Get ready. I'm taking you down.
This wasn't.
That's what happens when I get serious.
Are you thinking of what you're going to do when you meet Alexei?
I'll most likely have to fight him.
Sounds like you've made up your mind.
To be honest, I can't believe it even now. No, I think it's really that I don't want to believe it. I looked up to him for so long. I've desperately hoped that this was just some kind of mistake.
Sorry, but I already know the answer to that.
I know. Besides, the way he has treated Lady Estellise can't be explained away as simply a mistake.
No objection there.
Hey, Sir Flynn!
You can just call me Flynn. What is it?
Flynn, you, know what Yuri's done, don't you?
You mean what he did to Rago and Q?
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm not going to arrest Yuri. At least, not right now.
Then you mean you're going to arrest him after you bring Estelle back to the capital?
Under Imperial law, the things that Yuri has done are serious crimes.
Reality TV shows are always riddled with bullshit to make it seem more interesting.
After all, he killed two of the Empire's leading figures out of a personal grudge.
Serious crimes.
A personal grudge? But Yuri was...
I know. Yuri certainly didn't do those things for his own sake. But that's how the law works. The corruption in the Empire is entirely irrelevant here.
Are you perhaps in doubt? Confused about which way is right?
I don't know. Is what I'm feeling doubt? Or...
Hey, what are you doing? You're gonna get left behind, you know.
Sorry.
My, she's scary. Let's go.
Well, it's a good thing that you're not a teen mom then, I guess.
Get ready. I'm taking you down. All right, who's next?
Yeah, I mean, it's so bizarre to me that anyone would choose to have a kid at that age. Like, when abortion and adoption are options, like, if you have religious feelings about it, like, give the kid up.
It's the Royal Guard.
That has to mean we're on the right track.
Good call, Carol. Estelle's got to be back there somewhere.
You're a captain, aren't you? Can't you tell them to get out of the way?
The Royal Guard doesn't obey anyone but the Commandant.
We don't have much time. Let's make this quick. Get ready. I'm taking you down.
This was supposed to happen.
All right, who's next?
I don't know what this is, but it looks complicated.
This is a barrier that's been locked up somehow with an encrypted formula.
Can you open it?
It uses an ancient technology that's barely been studied at all. Even I've only seen something like this in books. I couldn't even guess how long a thorough analysis might take.
I'm guessing we can't just force our way through.
Locks usually aren't placed on anything that's easily broken into.
Yeah, you're right. Wait, how do you think Alexei got through here?
He probably forced the lock using Estelle's... the power of the Child of the Full Moon.
Which means he made her use her power again.
Lady Estelise's power.
Someone's here.
Duke, why are you here?
You? How is the young lady, the Child of the Full Moon?
Alexei's got her somewhere up ahead.
I see. So he has made his move.
Are you here because of him too?
The air crenny in this region has become severely imbalanced. I have come to restrain it.
By restrain, you mean you actually have a way to do that?
To quiet the air crenny, the cause of the imbalance must be removed.
Just come out and say it. You mean kill Estelle.
What?
That's enough. What is it with blaming all the world's problems on a single girl?
An unstable Child of the Full Moon cannot be ignored.
You're as hard-headed as Pharaoh. I thought as a human you'd see things differently.
Our common bond as humans is nothing. A single life cannot be privileged over the fate of the world.
Yeah, never mind that without a bunch of those single lives, there'd be no world. Listen, she may be a bumbling, sheltered excuse for a princess, but she's one of ours. She's none of your concern. So back off!
Do you say that knowing just how great a threat her existence poses?
What we know has got nothing to do with it. Our motto is always do what's right. And if that means having to get up close and personal with you, then so be it.
Very well. The time has come to show me the resolve that so impressed Pharaoh. This is Dane Nomos. It is the only manner in which the air may be quieted. Raise it and calm your mind. The sword will take care of the rest.
Dane Nomos.
Duke, wait! Dane Nomos. That's the name of the sword of the Imperial line that's been missing all this time. What are you doing with it? Why does something like that have the power to control the air? Who are you?
The answers to those questions are not what you should be seeking now. Go, before you are too late. Soon, you will learn for yourselves the true weight of the burden borne by the Entelekea.
He's a cool guy, but way too moody.
If my memory serves me right, we also ran into him in Gasparost. Who is he?
I don't know. I can't even tell if he's a friend or a foe.
Come on!
That formula. It's just like Estelle's. So that sword really is...
It opened.
I can't believe this is Dane Nomos, the proof of Imperial secession.
Yuri, you can become the Emperor.
This is just for decoration. I wouldn't want to be the Emperor even if I could.
You're so young, yet you have no ambition.
Says the little girl playing dress-up.
The lost proof of Imperial succession. When you get down to it, the loss of that sword was the source of all the fighting over the succession to the throne. Was Duke really the one who stole it?
Hey, give me a break. Don't go saying the Imperial Knights are gonna claim this sword.
I know. This isn't the time for that.
Duke went around using that sword to control Air Crane.
Oh, so Duke's doing the same thing as the Antilocheia.
Maybe so.
That sword, it produced the same phenomenon as Estelle did. Maybe the Rizomata formula was already worked out once before, but then why was that information lost? Maybe it's related to the Cataclysm, like the way that the Blastia was lost. Why did that become an Imperial treasure?
There are tons of things we don't know about this sword. But let's wait to figure them out until we've settled things here. Right now, rescuing Estelle is our top priority.
Right, let's hurry.
I'm sure they get a bonus whenever they act poorly. Once you get a taste of the sex, if you're young and you're smart and you're hot, like, you should come to the realization that you should get as much of that as you can before you get fugly, old, and fat. Which happens to literally everybody. Once you turn... Like, I would say, like, once you're in your 20s, like, if you gain a bunch of weight, there's pretty much no going back. Like... Unless you do drastic shit. Gots to be real careful with weight. It's very easy to gain and it's very hard to lose for most people.
Hold still. I'll make this quick.
Like, I wouldn't say I'm anywhere approaching fat, but my god, there's no way I'll ever be like the super skinny, like, little twinklet weight that I had before. It's just not gonna happen. Yeah, that's always a good thing. like, there are plenty of people that have medical issues which cause that stuff to happen, but there's also plenty of people that have enablers in their life that bring them buckets of KFC chicken because they'll sit there and cry until they get their 20,000 calorie meal.
Estelle, how does it feel to face your last moments in the very temple built to worship you?
Wretched human.
Enough! Alexei, please stop this!
If you are so eager to free him from his suffering, why not use your healing arts to comfort him? You're utterly powerless. Alone, you are nothing more than a poisonous blight to this world. I'm sure you understand that now.
It's kind of crazy, because if you have kids when you're young and you're skinny, like, your kids are gonna come out skinny. Like, if two fatties make a baby, like, the chances of that child being a fatty are very high.
Estelle, are you alright?
Lady Estellise!
Estelle! We've come to save you.
You again. What stubborn, misguided fools you all are.
But I mean, accidents make sense, like, there's depression that comes into that, there's immobility, there's pain, like, the only thing that you can probably do that doesn't hurt is eating yum-yum foodies.
Yuri, Flynn, all of you!
Estelle, we've come to rescue you!
You are incapable of saving this princess. I am her only hope for salvation.
Spare me!
The most glorious moment for any tool is when it is finally used. Even the poison of this world can be a blessing if used correctly. And only I can do that. Now, princess, come with me. Without me, I am afraid your power...
Alexei!
Alexei, stop!
Weren't you Entelakea supposed to be masters of this world?
Stop it! Let Estelle go!
Oh, how disappointing. He's dead.
But how can that be?
Smaller than I would have hoped. No matter, it can be used in any number of ways.
Plenty of people that have gotten older, like, have their kind of, like, renaissance in life. Like, honestly, like, building yourself up is such a pain in the ass, because it's little things every day that you just do forever. And then the monotony and the tedium of life often derails that stuff. So it's just like, oh my god. Like, I think I told you before, like, the best way to, like, stay consistent is to just write a goal down and, like, write what you did every single day to, like, make that shit happen. Ooh. Because then you can kind of, like, see the progress over time, and then it feels, like, better looking back on the things that you've done, instead of just being like, oh yeah, I weigh myself once a month, and now I'm like, holy shit, I gained 30 pounds.
Alexei!
Ah, you've come this far. Now, be baptized in the air your dear princess charged with her own hands. What? What are you doing with that sword? What happened to Duke?
He gave this to us before he took off, and he didn't seem all that worried about you.
What irony. That which I have searched for all these years, that it would arrive at my feet only when I no longer have a need for it. With the child of the full moon, the Apatheia, and my knowledge, De Nomos means nothing to me.
Talk to yourself a lot, huh? Not a good sign. Now shut up and let Estelle go.
Are you certain that is what the princess wants?
Estelle!
Your Highness?
Estelle! What's going on? Estelle!
I don't know.
What are you talking about?
As long as I'm with you all, I'll only cause you harm. But I want to be with you. I just don't know what I should do.
Estelle, pull yourself together.
Forget about that, Estelle. Get over here! If there's something you're unsure about, we'll work it out together.
Yuri! I can't take this!
Now, Mr. Yuri Lowell. Such brash behavior does not befit a young lady's escort. Not very gentlemanly of you at all.
Sorry for my lack of manners. There aren't many gentlemen where I'm from.
That sword is nothing more than an annoyance now. I will rid myself of you here.
Yuri! Everyone!
Get out of the way!
Who's he?
Captain Schwan.
I thought you always let your knights handle things for you. What's with the change? What is it, Repeat?
I suppose there's no fooling the nose of a dog.
That voice! Wait! Raven?
Huh? The old man? What's going on?
This doesn't look like a joke.
One of the Union's most important members is a captain in the Knights?
The first time we met, I didn't think it was possible, but...
Huh. So that's what was going on.
Wait! But what about the Dawn, Raven?
So it wasn't just the Commandant, but you too. Why?
Conversing with you is not one of my duties.
Raven!
We're in a bit of a hurry, so let us through. Wait. You're not really thinking of trying to stop us, are you? What the hell?
Schwan Olterain, first captain of the Imperial Knights. Ready to do battle.
Honestly, in my opinion, it's not the best idea to compare yourself to other people. Like, especially if they're not, like, on the same level that you are. It's just gonna cause anxiety and grief. But yeah, like you said, use it as strength. Like, don't think about it negatively. It's really easy to go down the negative path, but like, I don't know. I've literally had like fights with my own inner monologue, and like, you gotta kind of like combat yourself in a way.
Hey!
What is that?
I would have thought such a blow would be the end of me, of this cursed body.
What the? Is that a Blastia on his chest?
It's his heart, or rather, a Blastia that has taken its place.
The original was lost 10 years ago.
10 years? You mean in the Great War?
I lost my life during that war, but Alexei saw fit to give it back to me with this.
It's hard to believe he'd go that far.
So that must be a Hermes Blastia as well. Why did Baul not notice it then?
I would imagine that is because it isn't powered by air, but by my own life force.
A Blastia powered only by human vitality? No way! What was that?
Oh no! We're trapped in here!
That would be Alexei. He intends to bury you alive.
But that's crazy. You're still in here.
He couldn't pass up a chance to dispose of that sword, now that it's of no use to him.
So he was using Estelle to lure Duke here. This guy's even more twisted than I thought.
Hey, old man! This is no time to be standing around!
The end has finally arrived for me.
You never intended to leave this place alive.
Captain Schwan.
said you just get to lay down and die right here. Even if all your travels with us were just some joke to you. Are you trying to tell me your anger at the Dawn's death was just an act too? I thought the guilds never quit until the job was done. Wasn't that his dying wish? You go on living till the end.
Man, you really can be a downer sometimes, you know that?
Damn, we're not gonna make it!
Your Blastia like that in the condition you're in,
I can't keep this up forever. Get out of here.
Oh man!
Captain Schwann!
Alexei's headed for the capital. There, he'll implement the final stages of his plan. The rest, I'll leave in your hands.
Raven! Raven!
Carol, come on.
But...
Move!
Be getting soft in my old age.
That's big of you. I'm a little bit more spiteful, I think.
Raven!
But honestly, like, holding on to spite probably, like, messed up a couple years of my life too, so I wouldn't say it's the best way to go. But forgiving toxic people and giving them a chance to use you again is not good either, so it's kind of a balancing act.
That idiot! So he really was one of us after all. Damn it! You idiot!
Why'd that have to happen? Why?
Look alive, we got a princess that needs rescuing. Now step to it.
It's kind of like forgive, but don't forget, like, see the signs of how this person is acting around you and think about, like, are these actions benefiting me, or like are they good for my ego, are they good for my mental health? Do these actions seem to be like this person trying to propel me forward, or do they just like to hold you back? Because there's a lot of people out there that just, they love to be better than other people and they love to talk about it. So you gotta be careful.
Come now. Let's go.
Stuck with another job nobody much wants?
It's nothing. We are actually in a hurry.
The Heracles is gone!
Just like Raven said, they must have left for Zophius already.
Yuri Lowell, what are you doing here? And Captain Flynn too?
LeBlanc, even Tweedle A and Tweedle B are here.
And what is a Tweedle? Out with it!
Fools! This is not the time for nonsense! What wonderful timing, Captain Flynn! You didn't happen to see Captain Schwann, did you? We haven't been able to get a hold of him since he went by himself to coordinate with His Excellency the Commandant. I honestly cannot understand what His Excellency is thinking lately. The Royal Guard won't tell us anything. We looked all over for him and we finally arrived here, but...
Alexei is on his way to the capital, in Heracles.
Honestly, if you're gonna have, like, that kind of conversation with someone, for me, it helps to, like, write it down first, and then edit it multiple times. Like, the stuff that can be misconstrued as, like, being an asshole or whatever, but it helps to put caveats in there, too, like, I don't know, like, when I have to have, like, a hard conversation, like, it's way easier for me, and it's... yeah, like, just writing it down, it's like, okay, now I have my thoughts organized, I double-checked it to make sure this is what I really want to say, sort of a thing.
Ah, we've just missed him then. And what about Captain Schwan?
Schwan saved us!
Oh, did he now? So then he's aboard the Heracles as well?
He's in the shrine, the deepest part.
What?
Wait, you...
No, this is not happening. It can't be. What is the meaning of this? Captain Flynn, answer me! Captain Flynn!
We almost died thanks to Alexei. The only reason we're standing here now is because of your captain!
That man was a true knight.
Alexei apparently has some sort of secret plan for the Empire, and it can't be good. We're going to make sure he doesn't get the chance to carry it out. If you are any kind of knights at all, you won't stand in our way.
But how? How could it have come to this?
If we don't hurry, the Heracles is going to get away!
Let's hurry. I'll call Baul.
Captain Schwan was long said to have been the Commandant's right-hand man. He was rarely seen even among the knights, and it was rumored that all of his missions were top secret.
That's probably because he was engaged in work as Raven.
So, Alexei would even sacrifice his own right-hand man.
Likely because he'd enter the final stages of his plan. Seems the old man was just looking for a place to die. That damn Alexei knew it, and used it to his advantage.
That guy's like a rotting fish.
None of that matters. Right now, we have to save Estelle. Got it?
Of course.
Right.
Heracles was headed for the capital, right?
It's got to be crossing the ocean. Everyone, keep your eyes open wider than a deep sea fish's so we don't miss it.
Where the heck is this thing that I'm supposed to be finding? So annoying. Like, the guy just says, like, fly around until a scene happens. I'm like, amazing. That seems so great. Well, that isn't the right solution. I mean, if you act in a way that you're gonna be taken advantage of again, then you'll be taken advantage of again. It's kind of... it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Like, there has to be boundaries at any job, especially when, you know, you're working with a family member. Like, that person holds your like career in your hands at that point. Like, that's a little bit too much power, you know?
We caught up to them.
Look!
That's why a lot of companies won't hire like relatives and stuff in the US for the same company.
We cannot allow the Heracles or any of the traders aboard it to come any closer to the capital. All hands to battle positions.
Like, honestly, I'm spiteful. If something like that happened at my job, it wouldn't even be like, I would first report it anonymously, and if it didn't appear that any investigation was occurring, I would just start hitting up every freaking email in my corporate inbox until somebody did something about it. Like, you want to let bad things happen to workers? Sorry, buddy. I'm gonna send fucking every blood-sucking corporate vulture after you now.
Sodia?
That's suicide.
Like, with her, she's like an independent small business. I would, like, see if Brazil has, like, a job safety, like, type situation. In the US, we call that OSHA. It's, like, Occupational Health and Safety Administration. So, you know, I would just find any organization that inspects businesses to make sure that they're up to a certain, you know, code, and I would have her take the fall. Like, you want to fire me because I pointed out something illegal? Like, that's not me being the bad guy. Like,
They're dead if they get too close to Heracles.
I can't believe they'd be stupid enough to attack it head on.
I mean, if a customer saw that and reported it, like, that business would be shut down. It's that simple.
Still, there's no way their fleet stands any chance against that fortress.
Well, if we can't get in from the bottom, we'll just get in from the top.
What? Wait! Let's think this over a little more!
Baul, take us up. Hold on tight or you'll be shaken off.
They're shooting at us!
Baul!
The artillery fire's erratic?
There! The rear left! It's the only area that isn't shooting!
Okay, that's the spot. Do you think he can get us there?
He's a little hurt that you'd even ask.
Sorry. Alright, it's up to him.
Take us in, Baul.
Let's go!
Man, I thought I was dead!
The Royal Guard's been taken out.
So that's why the cannon fire from this section was so weak.
Someone's here.
You never come prepared with a plan, do you? Is brute force the only strategy you know?
That's right, I say.
This time, it's curtains for you!
You guys again? Don't you ever give up?
The Schwann Brigade. You still gunning for Alexei after everything that's happened?
We knights must do as our pride demands.
Come on, you guys, leave us alone! Seriously, looking at you guys makes me remember a face that I'm trying hard to forget.
What sort of face do you mean? Must be some poor sap with a pretty ugly mug. Raven! Huh?
Hey! Old man!
I'm speechless.
Raven the Great, at your service. What? So happy to see me? Cat's got your tongue?
What are you doing here, old man?
Gee, glad to see you too. All right, men, hold down the fort here. Sir! Yes, sir! There, that should do it.
Raven!
Okay, it's up to you guys from here.
How can you say that? There's no way we can trust you.
Don't try to pretend you forgot what you did, old man.
I see. Well, then do me a favor and put me down quick.
Hey! What are you trying to prove?
I didn't think I cared that much about living. But before I knew it, I was waist deep in all this. If I have to be done in by you guys here, well, there are worse ways I could go.
Now that you've turned on Alexei, your Blastia could be shut down any time. So you might as well die here.
I've been a dead man for over 10 years.
So what is a dead guy like yourself doing here anyway? Raven, you came here to settle accounts with us, didn't you? Well, brave Vesperia would be pleased to take care of that for you.
Honestly, it seems like your mom has, like, issues with men. Like, that's not your fault, but because you're a dude, like, you're gonna inadvertently take the brunt of whatever her issues are that she's not dealing with.
Your life belongs to brave Vesperia now. From now on, whether you live or die depends on us. Right?
That's perfect, Yuri. This is your punishment.
Thanks, Judith, darling. Oh!
Like, did she sell that exact, like, kind of Coca-Cola bottle and think someone stole it or something? Like, or did she just not want to throw it away? Like, I don't understand why she cares so much about 50 cents worth of frickin' sugar water.
I didn't want to feel left out.
Guess I'm joining in the fun too.
The brutality.
Raven, do you know where Alexei's hiding?
I think he's in the control room.
Let's go then.
All right.
You're not allowed to just go dying on us, Raven.
I am relieved that you're alive and well.
Huh? Oh yeah. Well, I managed thanks to LeBlanc and his men. It's pathetic, really.
So it really was you all this time.
Sorry for putting you through all of that. If you want to punch me, I won't complain.
No. I was following the Commandant's orders as well.
I see. Then I guess we both owe a lot to His Excellency, the Commandant. How about we go pay him back?
Yes, I'd like that.
Get ready. I'm taking you down. You'll be gone soon enough.
It sounds like she has some kind of imbalance in her brain that makes her get mad really easily. Like, I don't know. Some people just get pissed, like, for no reason.
You'll be gone soon enough. That's what happens when...
She sounds like she's a Karen, honestly. Like, there's no curing that.
Get ready. I'm taking you down. Alright, who's next?
This is
Like, even if you craft something really thoughtfully written to this person, like, I have a huge feeling that she's just gonna try to blame you. Like, she's gonna use you as the scapegoat and make you feel bad. And then, you know, play the victim, like, oh, you're attacking me, oh my gosh, he's attacking me, like, she just sounds like a bitch.
Huh? Is this air?
It appears so. Air is flowing through this pipe.
Ain't it dangerous getting so close to it?
This air isn't very thick. It's safe.
But why is air flowing through the Heracles?
It seems that air is what's making this giant contraption work.
It's being supplied with air without the need for air crane. Oh, wow.
The construction of the Heracles was kept top secret, so I don't know the details of how it works.
Even yours truly hasn't heard anything about the construction. Because I wasn't interested.
Oh man, you're totally useless when we really need you.
The Sorcerer's Ring is glowing.
I saw it do the same thing back in Gasparost.
Yeah, we were together when that happened.
Let me see that.
Honestly, that sounds like she's a sociopath. Like, that's really, really bad. Sociopaths are very good at manipulating people around them, and they're very good at pretending to be whatever emotion they think will get them what they want, even though they don't really have, like, strong emotions. There's just, like, a perpetual, like, back and forth of retaliation against everyone that's perceived to have done anything bad to them.
I've always wanted to hold hands with you, Rita.
Aw, that's not fair.
It's being affected by the air. The interior geometry is changing. Try pointing it at this gate.
Really seems a lot more powerful than it was before. Are you sure that's okay?
If it can destroy everything it shoots, that would definitely be dangerous.
That was a reaction between the air inside the gate and the air that the ring shot. It won't destroy anything and everything. You can relax.
Let's use the Sorcerer's Ring to destroy that gate, too.
You'll be gone soon enough. You'll be gone soon enough.
It seems like your sister is doing a lot of illegal shit and doesn't feel like anything she does is wrong, but anybody else who does any little thing that is wrong, like, now all of a sudden it's your fucking problem. Like, she just dumps all this shit on everybody else, and she's supposedly somehow perfect. Like, that's just trash, honestly. Like, those are the kind of people that I would absolutely not even bother trying to keep in my life.
Get ready. I'm taking you down. That's what happens when I get serious.
I mean, even more alarming, it seems like your sister doesn't know, like, the actual laws. So she's setting herself up for lots of fines and potentially, like, lawsuits from her employees. So I think she'll honestly destroy herself in the end. Like, yeah, she might get away with some dumb bullshit for a couple years, but eventually something bad is gonna happen, and someone's gonna sue her business because of that bad thing, and she's gonna be fucked 6 ways from Sunday with no way to, like, fix the situation, unless she just has $1 trillion saved up.
Get ready. I'm taking you down.
That looks like the engine room to me.
There are quite a few of the Royal Guard there.
That sure is some heavy security.
It doesn't look like it'll be too easy to stop it.
I mean, that's a really great way to manipulate a ton of people. Like, oh, they know you from church, so they're aware of you. Like, ultimately, it's just like groupthink, you know? Like, oh, you know, I guess, like, I'm in the wrong because I'm hurting this woman's business, and, like, a lot of religious people tend to also be, like, fucking lunatics when it comes to, like, business in the worst way possible. Like, they're just, everything is, like, everyone else's fault but them because, like, they have God on their side, and I just can't tolerate people like that.
It'll be impossible to force our way inside with that many guards. What?
Since when are you so level-headed?
I thought you were going to throw a big fireball and make it go boom!
We've come this far. Don't you think we should be careful not to mess things up?
I think that if we can stop the Heracles, Sodia and her men will be able to get on board.
No matter how big the fish, it'll calm down once you hit it in the head.
Yep, let's search the control room.
Raven, do you know where the control room is?
Sorry, that's one thing I don't know.
What if the control room's even more heavily guarded?
In that case, we'll have no choice but to force our way in.
That'd be a war between 7 people, 1 dog, and the entire Royal Guard. Sounds like a lot of trouble.
Let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Like, honestly, if she was using a relative and paying them off the books, that's tax evasion. Like, I would fucking get with your government's tax collecting authority, and I would just be like, hey, you might want to look into this business. Like, I used to work there, and they, you know, fucked me in my asshole, and I would like to return the favor.
Get ready. I'm taking you down. That's what happened.
I mean, the way I look at it, and you might not necessarily agree, and that's totally fine, is that this person is a ticking time bomb. They're exploiting other people other than just you. And I honestly think it's your duty as a citizen of your country to report her before she does more harm to however many more people she's gonna do harm to. Like, I don't think any conversation you have with her is gonna make her grow up. I think she needs to get caught being a scumbag so that she can learn that if you're a scumbag, you fucking go to jail. You pay restitution, you pay fines.
I'm taking you down.
You get fucked if you play that way. Whether it's now or later, it won't be anything that you've done that causes it. Like, she's gonna do it to herself. With or without you. 100% guaranteed.
Get ready. I'm taking you down. Hold still. I'll make this quick. This wasn't supposed to happen. This is power! That's what... Get ready. I'm taking you down. Alright, who's next? Alright, who's next? Alright, who's next? You'll be gone soon enough. Alright, who's next? This is touched.
Like, I look at it this way. Worst case scenario, somebody comes in and does an inspection for safety, and then a good thing happens, and them being forced to fix their broken equipment, and that potentially saves someone's life. Worst case, like, probably the worst case scenario is, like, she'd get a slap on a wrist or a fine or something, like, but if you just leave it that way, like, when you know that you could do something to protect someone else, like, now you're kind of, like, partially culpable, in my opinion, because you just let the bad thing happen, thinking, like, oh, you know, she prays to Jeebus so hard that everything's gonna be fine, magically somehow.
Get ready. I'm taking you down. Alright, who's next?
Well, maybe I'm not supposed to come here right now. I probably have to come back later once I've done something elsewhere, found a key.
Get ready. I'm taking you down.
This is touched.
Get ready. I'm taking you down.
I totally respect not wanting to cause more tension in your family, but if you're around people that are causing you psychological and potentially physical harm, and they're also happen to be in control of your paycheck, but that control is something that's artificial because they're illegally paying you under the table and God knows what else,
That's
like,
what happens when I get serious.
shit is ridiculous, like, hell no. And then, you know, like, she came at you like everything that happened is 100% your fault, like, that's just disgusting to me. Like, she has no remorse. I mean, in my eyes, she's just a stone-cold criminal, and she thinks she's smarter than the system. And one day, something is gonna fuck her right in the asshole. She's not gonna be prepared at all. She's gonna get caught with her pants down, so they say. And she's just gonna get fucked by life. extra hard. And then she's gonna cry to mommy, and it's gonna be everyone else's fault. I guarantee you.
I'll make this quick.
And then mommy will probably give her more money and fucking fund whatever her next stupid endeavor is. Oh god.
You'll be gone soon enough. That's what I... Hold still. I'll make this quick. That's what happened. Get ready. I'm taking you down.
See, that's just your mom gaslighting you. Like, oh, I don't know how my daughter got so entitled, but I am the one enabling her. Like, that's just a failure to take fucking responsibility for your own actions. That's just called a disgusting person. Like, when people can't fucking wake up to the fact that their shit actually does stink pretty bad, it's like, how fucking drunk are you, like, right now? I need to know. Like, I'm just curious, how many drinks did we shove down our gullet? Because, like, clearly you're the one leading this fucking charge, like...
You'll be gone soon
Like, you're the mom, you're the fucking responsible adult, like... I bet you your sister will never fucking pay that money back. Bet you $1 million.
Hold still.
I would be fucking amazed if she ever paid it back.
That's what happens when I...
It's like what I've said to you before, like with religion, it's Old Testament for me and... No, New Testament for me and Old Testament for you. Like, Jesus is gonna absolve all my sins and let me go to heaven. But for you? No, that's not happening. Like, they just have it both ways. When people are like that, like, they're just already fundamentally broken, in my opinion. Like, those are people to survive if you must, but not to apologize to or to, like, try to make them feel better. Because I guarantee you, like, if she's good at being manipulative, like, and she thinks everything's all good, like, you're just setting yourself up to then again be manipulated once more. So, it's a tricky sitch.
Hold still. I'll make this quick. That's what happened. Hold still. I'll make this quick.
Alright, who's next?
But I think a big part of it too is just standing up for yourself. Like, if you let these people do these things to you and then you just like say to yourself, well, I don't want to deal with that, like it's just gonna make things worse, then they're just gonna keep, you know, taking those pot shots. They're gonna be like, well, he's weak, he's not gonna fight me on anything I say, so I might as well just continue my fun little game of manipulating the shit out of people. And
I'm taking you down.
I mean, if you don't put your foot down, like, it's just gonna happen over and over again, in my opinion. Like, I would, if you're gonna talk to her about anything, I'd be like, hey, I just want you to know, like, that I forgive you for all the illegal shit that you did.
Get ready.
And,
I'm taking you down.
you know, I want us to still have a good relationship, but I'm never gonna forget what you've done. Like, you purposely and knowingly fucked with a person who you know has kind of like some mental health stuff going on. You know I have like issues with physical things and that, like, and you made me feel like garbage. And, you know, you like whined to mommy and made mommy think that I'm garbage and like just be like, I see you for what you are. Like, I'd be like, I could have easily reported your bitch ass to some employment agency. Like, you could be in a lot of fucking trouble, but I didn't want to ruin your life because you're family, sort of a thing. So, that is what I would fucking do. I'd be like, you're playing Game of Thrones with the wrong motherfucker, little girl. And one way or the other, if you don't clean your shit up, I don't even have to tell anybody. You will fucking end your own career. And mommy doesn't have all this extra fucking cash for you in perpetuity for you to keep fucking your life up, so I'll just be waiting for the fucking shit to hit the fan with my told you so dance. Like, fuck you. That's all I got for that person. Like, I mean, you can make it sound nicer, but Jesus Christ, like, hell no. Like, empowering yourself is the first step, and how could you possibly owe her anything? Taking advantage of family members, blaming everything on you, like, get the fuck out of here. How petty and fucking weak are you that you can't take responsibility for your fucking own actions? Jesus Christ. Now I'm lost. But that's okay. That's not terribly important. It's just like, fucking Christ on a biscuit, like, who the fuck do you think you are? Like, if you keep acting like this, you're gonna be divorced, you're gonna destroy your business, you're gonna wind up just like mom.
That's what happened.
Like, you're gonna have to work 2 fucking jobs to support some child that you fucking hate because you're too stupid to supervise them when their uncle's playing with fireworks. Like, fuck you. None of that shit is your fault. And anybody who says it is should be brutally murdered. Fuck that.
Get ready. I'm taking you down.
parents oftentimes pass down a lot of stupid shit to their kids because they, like, parents think like, oh, I'm the adult, so everything I do is right, and they just bullshit themselves into like thinking that nothing they do is ever gonna instill any negative shit into their kids. And I'm like, ooh, child, that's a dangerous way of thinking. Like, you're just gonna perpetuate some fucking pieces of shit if you're telling your kids like, oh, nothing you'll ever do is gonna have blame, like she kind of does with your sister. It's just gross.
Hold still. I'll make this quick.
But yeah, like a lot of people that have money or have received unearned success tend to believe that they did everything for themselves and they're so much better than you because all these lucky things happened to them. They don't even remotely consider the possibility that their fucking success was due to a lot of different factors that have nothing to do with them.
I'll make this quick.
Alright, who's next?
This is power!
Get ready. I'm taking you down.
This wasn't supposed to happen. Alright, who's next?
Get ready. I'm taking you down. You'll be gone soon enough.
Alright, who's next? This wasn't.
Hold still. I'll make this quick.
This is power.
I'd be like, you should probably be more concerned about people who owe you larger sums of money. Like, let's be real. Let's pay attention to reality for a second. Let's pretend you're a bank, right? If I'm a bank, I'm expecting some return on my investment with a level of risk that is appropriate for the situation. So, if I give someone 10,000, insert name of currency here, then I want, you know, to set up an agreement. You have to pay me that money back over 3 years. And because this is a risky situation where I might potentially default on my money due to your inability to pay me back, then I want you to pay me, you know, 10% interest or whatever. So you get, you know, 13,000 back at the end. Which, that's probably not correct math right there, but I'm just using it as an example. There's gotta be a way to, like, get up here. Is there, like, a ladder or something? Oh, I know, like, but I mean, that money, in the terms of what things cost you there, is still a lot of money for you guys. Like, it's not like an equivalent exchange. Like, $10,000 here probably buys a lot more if I convert it to your guys' money, especially if I spend that money in your economy where things are sometimes less expensive. But I know that other things are more expensive. It's an intriguing thing. Like, it's really hard to compare money apples to apples across different countries. But I mean, if it's a lot of money for her, like $10,000 is, like, for me, a lot of money. So I still look at it the same way. Like, the bank would still want, you know, a return on their investment because they're taking a risk. Like, I mean, there's no way in hell I would give anyone money without writing it down and explaining, like, what the terms of that agreement are going to look like. I don't care if it's my own child. Like, you want free money? Money don't grow on trees. Like, sorry, bro. It's not how reality works. Like, if you teach your kids that they can take as much money from you as they want and that there's no fucking consequences, like, what do you think's gonna happen the next time they need money? They're coming to the bank of mommy. 100%. No, I got you. Like, this is a live broadcast. You can always throw it in, like a DM on Discord if you would like to tell me, but don't want to put it on here. But if you don't want to tell me at all, that's okay too. Like, it's really none of my business. Yeah, that's totally fine. I hate this place. I'm trapped. I'm locked away in a maze. No, that's cool. Like, everyone is entitled to keep a decent amount of secrets, in my opinion. Like, information is currency. Información. Yeah, like, I can't control what you want to do with your money. Like some couples will, like, combine their income and say, like, that it's 50% yours, 50% mine, sort of a situation. And I'm like, if you earned that money, if you went to a job that you probably don't like that much, and suffered through grueling labor, I don't care what your labor is, work is work. It's hard and it sucks, and very few people are like, wow, I love my job. You're doing shit you hate so that you can do the shit that you love, typically. But I don't control anybody's money. I don't want to have that level of authority, because the moment I start telling people to do with their stuff with their money, and if they take your advice,
that's what
like, especially because I have licensed credentials as a professional, I can lose my license. I can have all kinds of bad shit happen to me in the real world for stuff I did
that's what
at work, where I have insurance to protect me from liability. So I'm like, I don't want to play that game with anybody. Like,
hold still. I'll make this quick.
This wasn't.
But yeah, it's a valuable lesson to have parents that have a firm stance on teaching their kids about money. But a lot of parents are like, oh, this is my baby, this is my child, you know, like, they deserve the world. They deserve better than what I had. And I'm like, what if you gave birth to a serial killer? Like, are you gonna blame yourself for what that person did because you gave birth to them. Like, I gave birth to this, so everything that happened is now 100% my fault somehow. Like, I don't want to live in a world where I'm accountable for other people's actions when I don't think I did anything wrong. So I don't. It kind of goes both ways. Like, I think people have personal responsibility, and if they fail to take it, I am not to be blamed for this shit.
Flynn, I wanted to ask you about something Yuri said back in Nordopolica.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about how Yuri said that he'd kill you if you became a bad person.
I bet you infinite sum of money, too, that if Mom asks for that money back, she's gonna be like, oh, I thought it was a gift. You know, oh, prove it wasn't a gift. You know, like, that's the kind of bitch that I think your sister is.
Well, that's...
For example, if you became someone that Yuri thought needed to be killed, do you think he'd swing his blade without hesitation? Even if he was facing a precious friend like you?
Yuri isn't the kind of person who can so easily kill others. But if he felt he really needed to, I imagine he'd even kill me.
Really? Do you think he could actually do that?
There was sadness in his eyes, but he was unwavering.
Then it's true. But that kind of determination must be heartbreaking.
Even if it's going to deeply hurt him, I believe he's determined to live the rest of his life with that pain. Yuri possesses just that kind of strength.
You think so?
But if Yuri is going to continue committing crime after crime, then I will have to stop him myself. I earnestly hope that day never comes, though.
Flynn, you're really strong too.
Am I? I don't know about that, but I appreciate you saying so, Patty.
Determined to live the rest of his life with that pain.
It's just so funny, like, I was reading, like, one of those Am I the Asshole, like, forum posts, and this girl, like, basically, like, without having any discussion with her parents, like, you know, she had some kids, and she's kind of like, oh, I expect you guys to, like, babysit, you know, all the time so we can go out on weekends and all this other shit, and the dad was like, I'm not doing that. Like, that's your body that you made those decisions with, you know, like, I'm retired, I'm not gonna, you know, provide free childcare for you for free. It's just not happening, like, sorry. And some people were, like, upset with the dad, like, oh, you, like, you know, having a baby is hard financially and, like, in many other ways. And I'm like, how the fuck is that anyone's problem but the people who decided to have the kid? Like, I'm sure they want to be part of their, like, grandchild's life, and maybe, like, if something really, you know, emergencies happen, like, you know, you want to have good relationships with your family so somebody will, like, help you out of a jam. But I don't think so, dude, like... But she got, like, all pissed off at the dad and was like, oh, I'm gonna put you in, like, a shitty nursing home.
Get ready.
And the guy's like, I'm retired. I have enough money to live on comfortably for the rest of my life. I don't need your help with that. You know, like, how do you not learn a lesson? Like, it's just so funny, like, how entitled people are. Like, you are not entitled to jack shit. You might be entitled to some rights based on, you know, whatever country you live in, but even then, if you're in the wrong place at the wrong time and you look suspicious, guess who the cops are talking to? They're coming to you. So don't be a dipshit, like, Jesus. Like, too often people are like, oh, this is racist and this is bad and this is evil, and I'm like, what were you doing driving your car drunk at 2 in the morning? Like, it doesn't matter what race you are now, like, especially if you've injured somebody, like, you're the one who fucked up. Why should I feel sorry for you? Like, everybody wants everyone to feel guilty for them, and I'm like, I don't feel guilt for shit that I didn't fucking do. Like, I might have some empathy for you. Like, I might understand that that's a bad situation to be in, but you can guarantee that I'm not fucking cleaning up your mess. Like, child. God damn it, this game is so dumb. Oh well. Just, people don't take personal responsibility for themselves, and I'm just like, not my problem. Not my fucking problem. Like, I hate that I can't, like, zoom out so I can see, like, where I need to shoot this box at. Like, one box every, like, 30 seconds. Oh, come on. How did that not do it? I don't know. I'm not averse to teaching people painful lessons. Like, you're doing a bunch of shit I don't like, and you want me to, like, be your little scapegoat because yo shit don't stink? Ain't happening. I'll tell you the dumb shit that you're doing with the 20 years of experience that I have holding a job, and how you are eventually going to be fucked so hard that you will not believe it. Like, I mean, how is that you being an asshole? You're just telling somebody a harsh truth to prevent them from fucking their life up. Like, I don't look at it as like, now I'm the bad guy because I told you an inconvenient truth. Like, motherfucker. I don't know. Everything in life is a slippery slope sometimes. Like, just because being apathetic in one situation serves you well doesn't mean that you should do it all the time. If you give up hope, like, that's not a good way to live, in my opinion. Like, I kind of approach life with this philosophy, like, here's the trust. You get it unconditionally for no reason. How nice of me, right? And once I start seeing those red flags, which are completely due to your doing, by the way, some of that trust just starts to evaporate over time. And sorry, not sorry, like, look at me, look at this nice guy giving you 100 trust points. Like, you treat a waiter like shit, you lose 10 trust points. And when we get to 0, like, I'm just gonna expect that you're a piece of shit, and I'll never be surprised by you being a piece of shit. Like, oh, wow, you're a piece of shit. Who would have thought? Who would have ever guessed?
Get ready. I'm taking you down. Alright, who's next? Alright, who's next? That's what
But I don't know, it's something that I like to establish with people when I know them too. Like, if you're just like assuming that everybody's bad and everyone's out to get you, you're gonna just create a self-fulfilling prophecy. Like, you went on a bad date and now it's like, oh fuck, this sucks. I don't wanna, you know, trust anyone ever again because one bad person was stupid. Like, if you look at it that way, like, it's just gonna self-fulfill. Why is this locked? Wakey, wakey, motherfucker. But a lot of people unknowingly kind of teach themselves, like, or create rules, so to speak, because they think they're so much fucking smarter than everyone, and it just becomes like this back burner thought, and then you don't realize that you're sabotaging yourself until it's too late. And then hopefully you learn from that too, but oof. This guide doesn't even mention the lift, so I'm like so lost. Meh, whatever. I'll just be lost for a while. Let's see if I can figure out how to turn that dang thing on. Missing something.
Hold still. I'll make this quick. That's what I...
all good. I gotta edit this puppy anyway. Cross the bridge leading to the left, activate the console, go back down the ladder, and examine the console to raise the platform up. So there's a console in that room that I'm missing, I think. The plot thickens. Oh no. But yeah, like my dad was one of the most ultimate pieces of shit of all time.
Hold still. I'll make this quick.
So, you know, that creates a lot of issues. Like, I don't want to say that I've seen every dirty trick in the book, but I've seen a lot of them. And honestly, like, I like the person that I am. Like, it would have been nicer if I had a life that was not impeded so much by, like, this disgusting person that fucked with my life a lot. But I'll be damned if I don't notice the red flags now. Like, I am awake and alert to the possibilities of people being a complete piece of shit. And it's honestly not the worst thing that can happen to you. That simple all along.
Hold still.
Oh well.
I'll make this quick.
Alright, who's next?
But yeah, that's hilarious. Like, it just further illustrates that this person, your sister, has no ability to fucking take responsibility for anything. And that is gross. Like, oh, everything isn't fucking peaches and cream when you own a business? No shit. You have to pay payroll taxes, you have to buy products, you have to figure out a way to make more money than you spent on running the goddamn thing. That's a logical fallacy, honestly. Like, at least they don't do this. It's you giving them more breathing room to be a piece of shit. So I would advise you not to think in that way. Like, at least they didn't smash my fucking skull in isn't an endearing trait in a human being. Like, that's the kind of stuff that victims kind of say to themselves, like, oh, at least they didn't do this, at least they didn't do that. Nah. I would look at it in a different way. This person is already bad. They have the capacity to do much worse. And that's something to be afraid of at all times if you wish to continue dealing with someone like that. especially if you're forced into dealing with their company. Like, don't give them the benefit of the doubt. Imagine how much worse it could be instead. Because you need to be able to get out of the way when the fucking heavy object falls on your head. Honestly, the person at the top is less the problem, it's more the people they appoint. Like, politics is just kind of like boring for most people, and a lot of people have so much shit going on that they don't pay attention. So whatever happens, happens, sort of a thing. But I have an uncle who's like super Republican asshole 5000 guy. And like, I've told him in no uncertain terms multiple times that I am gay, I have no children, and I have a reasonably high income. And I've gone to college and have a decent level of intellect. I've studied, you know, multiple different things. I've had multiple different kinds of jobs. I've seen multiple different kinds of assholes. So I have some perspective on the world. And he thinks like, oh, you're younger, so I know better. And I'm like, do you have a college degree? No? Okay. So I might know more than you. Like, just because you're old doesn't make you better than me, like, or smarter. Like, there's 78-year-olds in prison that ended up there because they were probably black in public. Like, they're just at the wrong place at the wrong time in the 50s.
The Royal Guard have been taken out.
You know how I hate waiting, Yuri Lowell.
It's you.
You were the one who wiped out all these people.
I don't want anybody else getting in my way.
We got no time to play with you. Where's Alexei? Where's he taking Estelle?
He's not here. He was never even here to begin with.
What? What do you mean?
So Alexei was using this fortress as a decoy.
How charitable of him. He's a real piece of work.
Gotta hand it to him. He drew the knights and all of us to Heracles. Meanwhile, he slips out the back.
Man, just when I thought I couldn't hate that guy anymore.
We need to go after him now.
Hey, hold on a minute. Aren't you forgetting someone? Shut up. Let's get this party started.
I hate having to repeat myself. We've got no time for you, so take a walk. If you want to get in our way, you better be ready to hit the ground.
Good, Yuri. Hate me. Come on, hate me! There is no finer spice in all the world!
Is he just getting in our way to make us angry?
He's hopeless.
Now, let us finish this, Yuri Lowell! Now it's on!
But yeah, I mean, think about the audience. I'm a gay dude. Like, right-wing people just abolished Roe v. Wade. Roe v. Wade's principles led to further legislation allowing gay marriage. Of course I don't want any fucking thing to do with Republicans. Like, have a shred of intelligence, you know?
You're awesome! Yuri!
But yeah, the existence of gay Republicans does give me a headache.
You got dependency issues, you know that? Enough is enough!
Rita!
I'm on it. There, done.
It stopped.
That's our genius mage.
Now Sodia and her men should be able to get on board.
Estelle, where have they taken you? Rita. She's nothing more than a tool to Alexei. If he keeps forcing Estelle to use her power, she could really unleash the Autophagos.
Not on our watch. That's what we're here for, right?
He's just a troll. Like, paying attention to him only makes him stronger.
Rita, cheer up. We're definitely going to beat him and save Estelle.
Right. We don't have a moment to lose. Heracles must be using a Hermes Blastia too. That's the only thing that could power something this big.
We've got to find Alexei, fast!
Baul can help us follow the disturbance in the air. If Estelle is being forced to use her power, we will find her.
All right.
Yuri, this isn't over yet!
The control panel!
It started moving again!
Yuri, come fly with me!
My body.
It's no use! We can't treat everyone at once without Estelle's healing arts!
We can't let it end here!
Ah, yes! That's wonderful! Let's do it!
Oh, what a lovely little scream he made.
Jaeger, what's going on?
Are you here to get in our way again?
It would be very bad, yes, very bad for business indeed if the Empire got too big for its britches.
Alexei has gone to Zophius. The sword stare of Zophius has a secret, you know.
I thought for sure that he'd need Dane Nomos to use as a key. Yeah, but it looks like he's planning to use your little princess instead.
What?
What is he planning on doing to Her Highness?
It doesn't look like now is a good time to discuss this.
Man, this isn't good. At this rate, we're gonna flatten the lower quarter of Zophius.
Rita!
It's no good! This thing is totaled! We just have to cut its power!
I wish you the best of luck with that, so toodles!
Wait!
Jaeger, you bastard. What is he even after?
Let's think about that later. Right now, we've got to stop Heracles.
I know. Let's go find the engine room.
Jaeger, you won't get off the hook next time!
No one gets Jaeger but me. Not even the boss of brave Vesperia.
What is this Autophagos you mentioned earlier?
In the past, it was called the Great Cataclysm.
Huh? And you think that Lady Estellise might bring that cataclysm about again? How?
The Autophagos is caused by a deepening imbalance in the air. There was already an imbalance because of the air consumed to operate Blastia. And Estelle's power consumes many times the air that Blastia do.
That means that if Alexei continues to use Lady Estellise's power...
We'll be in the same situation that caused the Autophagos before.
How? Why does Lady Estellise have that power at all?
We don't have time to stand around and talk about that, do we? We can talk about Estelle's power, the power of the Children of the Full Moon as we go.
Right.
The Children of the Full Moon? The Autophagos? What is Lady Estellise's power?
But yeah, alliterative sounding things like twerking for Trump, thinking that thought, touching the tendies, shit like that just kinds to like stick in people's minds, so it is marketing. But I think I'm gonna end this episode here. I actually don't want to edit it. I think there's a lot of like good conversation in it, so I'm sad I didn't get further in the episode, but maybe someday someone will listen to some of this and be like, oh hey, that was good advice. I needed to hear that or something. So, yeah, I made a mistake and I forgot to fucking, record this. So now I'm gonna have to download it from Twitch and upscale it with my video editor. So that's gonna probably take my computer like 5 hours. So I probably won't do another episode today, but thank you for watching, dear viewers. I will come back to you soon.